Players want more challenge. The whole point of an extraction shooter is that you're challenged to even survive in this world.
We heard loud and clear from the alpha, the world didn't feel dangerous. The world didn't feel lived in.
Tau Ceti 4 to us is this place that really doesn't want you there. And that sort of survival narrative really fits really well with the kind of world that we're creating.
The world needs to feel like there is something sinister underneath the surface, even when the colors are really bright.
You should not be here.
We want to marry the classic Bungie game feel, where you are blasting stuff in the face and it feels amazing, with the sort of high tension of the survival genre.
If you want good loot, you have to go to places where you're taking risks, either risks from other players or risks from AI.
So we have all these tools now, Rook with Prox Chat and the way the game works and sort of how tense it is. I think all those things work together really well.
We have another Rook. Come on, stop that. No. Sorry.
The Marathon ship is essentially a ship that we sent out from Earth, an Earth that was overpopulated, to explore and colonize a star far away that we call Tau Ceti. In a lot of ways, it's like the tale of humanity trying to go out into the dark void of space, find a place to colonize, and failing terribly at it.
Everyone's gone, something catastrophic happened, and it's not just their absence that's important, it's the things that they left behind.
The modern race to Tau Ceti all started when a mysterious signal came through the galaxy.
The turmoil that sort of ensues gives rise to all these corporations that were invested in this Marathon project, now going, what happened? How do we recoup our investment?
And then layered on top of that is the greed and corruption of all of the different factions and corporations and revolutionary groups.
In our version of the world, we send people out not just to discover what happened, but also to collect from the things that remain there, and those people are runners.
As a runner, you're a biocybernetic mercenary who's traded their human body for a biosynthetic one.
You're not an unkillable god slayer. You are a mercenary, a disposable mercenary. You will live, you will die.
They are not people. You are the person. You go into that shell and adopt the personality matrix that is specifically designed to help you do the thing that you need to do. And you've been hired by these factions to come to Tau Ceti to scavenge it for anything that might be of value.
As a runner, you've left your body behind. You've traveled light years so that you can have access to the ultimate payday.
With extraction shooters, it is all about survival. There are other people who want the same things that you want, and it's up to you to best them.
But there's quiet periods where you're listening for the anticipation of something. Could there be another crew in the distance? Did I just hear a gunshot? Did I hear AI just alert? And then there's the loud, bombastic action moments where the minute something is alerted, the minute you're in that fight, now it's go time. Players particularly pose a lot of danger to you. They can make a lot of decisions that you might find illogical and completely trick you into scenarios. Sometimes the best loot box is another player that you see along the run. So there's a few different ways you can play the game. So one of them is you can play in group, both with your friends and also through crew fill, which will just match you with 2 other players. You can play solo, and you'll jump into a game with a bunch of other solo players.
In solo, I think the stakes are a bit higher, right? You have only yourself to rely on.
You still have prox chat, so you can call out to other solos, but you are playing a tense alliance game where it's really up to them whether or not they decide to honor or respect that alliance you might have created.
It's all about figuring out what's your investment, what's your stake, when to get in, when to get out, and when to kill the other guy. Being good at Marathon is like playing poker with guns.
For a long time, games stopped feeling dangerous. Death became an inconvenience. Failure became temporary. Survival stopped being the point. Extraction shooters weren't supposed to make you feel safe. They were supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. They were supposed to make you listen, hesitate, second guess every decision you make. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that. This is Dominating Impulse, and today we are breaking down one of the most anticipated games of 2026. We're talking about Bungie's Marathon. But before we get to the heat of this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and comment below if you are excited for this upcoming, casual, highly immersive extraction shooter. Let's get started. Players are asking for something different now. Not easier, not faster, not more forgiving. They want a challenge, because the whole point of an extraction shooter isn't simply gunplay alone. Whether you survive long enough to keep what you've earned. During a marathon alpha, players said loud and clear, the world didn't feel dangerous enough. The world didn't feel lived in, and Bungie listened. Because the world doesn't feel like it wants you dead, then there's nothing to inside to actually do. It matters. When survival is guaranteed, risk disappears. And when risk disappears, so does tension. Alketi isn't a destination. It is a warning. This was a colony, an attempt to expand humanity into the void of space, and it failed catastrophically. Everyone's gone. But what matters isn't just who disappeared. It's what they left behind. Broken systems, decaying bodies, corporate secrets, and greed disguised as exploration. This planet does not want you here. Even when the colors are bright, even when the sky looks beautiful, there's something wrong under the surface. And the game never lets you forget that. You are trespassing. Silence is the real enemy. Marathon understands what most games forgot. Silence is gameplay. There are moments where nothing is happening, and those moments are terrifying because you're listening. Was that a footstep? Was that an AI activating? Was that another crew rotating in? The moment a shot is fired, it's go time. No warm-ups, no second chances. This isn't about reaction speed, it's about information. Being good at Marathon is like playing poker with guns. Sometimes the best loot box is the other player you see across the room. You are not a hero. You are not a god slayer. You are not special. You are a runner, a bio-cybernetic mercenary who traded their human body for a disposable shell. You live, you die, and then you get sent back in. Death is not a failure. Death is expected. That is the mindset Marathon forces you into. You are a hired muscle. You are expendable. And the only thing that matters is what you can extract before you're gone. Solo, squads, and betrayal. You can play Marathon with friends. You can crew up, coordinate, move with confidence, or you can play solo. And solo is where the real tension lives. Because you still have proxy chat. You can form alliances. You can even negotiate. But every agreement you make, it exists in borrowed time. And at any moment, they can decide you're worth more dead than alive. Knowing when to trust, knowing when to push, and knowing when to pull the trigger, that's the game. The world is the main character. Marathon's hero isn't the runner, it's the world. Every zone has personality. Perimeter lulls you into comforter. Dire marshes show you where things went wrong. Outposts throw you into vertical chaos. And Cryo Archive is a heist. Cold, hostile, relentless. The deeper you go, the more the game asks. Are there UEC to keep you out? Are there something else in? Who knows? Loot that actually matters. This game has loot. A lot of loot. Hundreds of weapon mobs, runner cores, implants. But none of that is filler. Gold mods don't just increase stats, they change who you are. A suppressed sidearm that turns into an invisible on kill. A barricade that converts damage into shields. A second grapple that completely rewrites movement. This is the kind of loot that makes you hesitate in an extraction. They kind of got loot that makes you say, yeah, I'm not risking this run. Factions and morality. Every faction wants something from you. Drax wants control. Ernarkin wants blood. Madara wants chaos. And none of them care if you survive, as long as the job gets done. You're not choosing good or evil. You're choosing who benefits from your violence. And the deeper you go, the more permanent those choices become. Immersion is the end game. Sound matters. Material matters. Weather matters. Body decay over time. A fresh corpse means danger is close. A pile of decay means you might be safe. Music just doesn't overpower the world, it supports it. And when everything works together, the controller disappears, the screen fades away, and you're just there. That is immersion. And I gotta say, this has to be one of the most beautiful developed games I've seen in a very long time. We did not fall off of gaming. Gaming fell off taking risks. Marathon isn't trying to make you comfortable. It's trying to keep you alert. And remember something important, that survival should feel earned, that silence should be scary, and that the extraction should feel like relief. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Marathon Explained. If you watched until the end point of the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and comment below. Do you think this is going to add more lore into the next level of gaming? We went from BRs and now we are at the extraction shooters with Tarkov, with Arc Raiders, with some of the other ones. Drop your favorite extraction below in the comments. If you miss games that make your palms sweat, you're in the right place. And we will have more to come in the new year. Till next time, King of the Podcast, Casual Gamer. Some people call me the Contrarian. We will be back.